God gave me a dream last night, and basically it was birds, and they were at my window, and there was a tiny crack open for the birds to get through and come into my room. And they kept going through this crack. There was 3 of them, right? They kept going through this crack and flying into my room and just sitting there and looking at me and chirping at me. And I was like, shoo, shoo, and I was scared of them. I was like, get away, get away. I kept shooing them away. And I love birds. I always have loved birds. But I was shooing them away. They flew back out. I got them out. But they kept coming back in. There was all 3 of them. They kept trying to find any crack because I had it a little bit open to where they can get through. And they were flying in, and I'm shooing them away and shooing them away. And there was a few times where they flew into my room and they were close to me, and I saw them, and they were so beautiful. They had these beautiful wings, and I was like, wow. And I even got my phone out and recorded them, and I was like, wow, look, they're in my room. Like, this is so cool. Look how pretty they are, zooming in, whatever. I was like amazed, but at the same time I was scared. So after I was like, wow, I would end up shooing them away and be like, all right, time to go, like, get out. I don't want you in my room, shoo. So the reason they could get in is because I took the blinds down, and I had a crack open, so some of the blinds weren't up. At the end of it, I decided I'm gonna put the blinds back up. I'm gonna shut them out. So I grabbed the blinds and I hooked them back up, and I make sure there's no cracks open, and I go to sleep, and I see the birds staring at me through the window, chirping, but they can't come in because I blocked them out. If you get what I'm saying here, 3 in 1. Waiting at my window for me to open it or leave a crack open, they can work with a crack. God can work with you leaving a crack open for him. He can work with you leaving the door open for him, but you have to leave a crack. You have to open the door. You shut him out every time. Every time you do something wrong, or you go backwards, or you look back at your old life and you close the blinds and you say shoo, he has to leave because you have free will. But guess what? He sits at that window and he waits to see if the crack is open again, if he can try again, if he can fly in again. And sometimes we even see his glory. We see the wonderful things he does for us and in our lives, but at the end of the day, we still end up putting the blinds back up. We look at him and we see him work in our lives, and we see his glory, we see how real he is, but somehow we're still scared and we still shut him out. We might be putting those blinds back up, shutting him out completely because of hurt, because of pain, because we're scared, whatever it is. I was scared of the birds in the dream. I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know why they wanted to come in my room. I was scared of what might happen. And that, for some of us, we get close to God and then he calls us to do